Have anything to say to the voters?
I said my piece.
Good evening. Our big story tonight on 12 News at 5. Arizona Representative Don Shooter, who you just heard from, kicked out of office following a sexual harassment investigation at the Capitol. Today, his fellow lawmakers voted him out of office.
It's the result of a month-long scandal in which several women accused Shooter of inappropriate behavior. Team 12's Kevin Kennedy is live at the state Capitol with more on the decision. Kevin?
The plan at the beginning of the day was to hold a vote about censoring Representative Shooter. That was until he decided to go ahead and write and circulate this letter, essentially calling the entire investigation into question, challenging its credibility. That's when the Speaker decided to change his resolution and vote to expel. A united statement just minutes before a historic vote. The Arizona House deciding the fate of Representative Don Shooter, accused of sexual harassment by several women, including Representative Michelle Ugenti-Rita.
This is a difficult day. It's not a good day.
Urged by several members to resign, Shooter stood his ground and stood up one last time on the House floor.
I've said stupid things. I've done stupid things. I stood on the carpet. I took it like a man. I apologized. Can't go back to the past. I can't change it, but I can change the future if given the opportunity.
That chance won't come. All but 4 colleagues voting to expel.
If Don Shooter was an employee of mine, he would have been fired.
Don has been my seatmate for 6 years. I have dealt with this behavior for 6 years.
More than a dozen representatives speaking out, condemning his alleged actions while alerting everyone to a problem they believe is much bigger.
And I can tell you from personal experience, with an incident as recent as this week, that this in fact is a hostile work environment.
You guys need to knock it off. What we're doing here is important. We have kids down here on this floor and in these desks. We're supposed to be an example to them. This is not okay.
While the vote and condemnation continue,
I said my piece.
Representative Shooter doesn't stay to listen. A 12 News camera catching him leaving.
No, it's okay.
Back inside, more people speaking their mind, extolling the positives while highlighting the negatives of Representative Shooter.
He's also made some very, very bad decisions that have injured this institution and put us in this situation.
And with that, the vote would become official.
Mr. Shooter is expelled.
Don Shooter no longer represents the people of Arizona. Prior to the vote, DPS was actually called down here to the Capitol to investigate alleged threats made by Representative Shooter. Those threats concerning enough that the Speaker actually went into his office and asked him to turn over his gun prior to today's vote. We're live outside the Capitol. I'm Kevin Kennedy, 12 News.
Kevin, thanks.